In this video, we're going to create the city streets and sidewalks for our beachfront. Once again, I've created some roads and sidewalks using some simple geometry and textures. Rather than going through the process of creating them, I'm just going to put them in your working files folder, and you can copy the objects into the Unity folder. So let's go to the Finder. I have mine on the desktop, and let's just hide others. And just take this roads folder and bring it into the objects folder. If you want to, you can go through each of these and see what they are. I'll just quickly open a couple. This is just a block of road, so I'll open that up. I'm zooming out with the scroll wheel on the mouse, and you can see it's just a nice 4-lane piece of road. There's several intersections with different layouts. This is an intersection with where the roads join here and here. This is an intersection that's more of an L shape instead of an I shape. So you can see the roads join here and here. And another intersection. In this case, we have roads joining from 3 directions. And finally, an intersection with roads joining from 4 directions. And similarly for the sidewalk, we have a block of sidewalk and we have a corner piece for sidewalk. Now, if you're building a city, you're probably going to need more roads than what you have here, and you'll have to get yourself a set of roads that you either create yourself or that you can buy from the Unity Asset Store. But these are the ones that we're going to use here. Let's go back to Unity, and you see it's importing those assets, and we will find them right here. Make sure you have Generate Colliders and Lightmap UVs on all of these objects. You can select multiple ones, so if I hold down Shift, I can select them all and see the settings for all of them simultaneously and change the settings for all of them simultaneously. It looks like they're fine. Now we can start building things. Let's start with the intersection to L, an L-shaped intersection. And let me just drag it in here. And I need to rotate this. You'll notice it's not rotated quite right, so I'm going to rotate that on the Y90. And then I'm going to use vertex snapping, so I'm holding down V on the keyboard, and you'll see that vertex is selected. I'm going to press F to frame and move in, and I want to make sure, actually, I'm just rotating a bit here. That's not where we want our road piece connected, so again, vertex snapping, and we're going to bring that down there. That's where we want that road to be. Let's just bring in a couple of other pieces. Let's start with a block of road, bring that in. And we can vertex snap that. Let's grab this far vertex over here and connect that there. And let's throw an intersection 3 onto the end of that. I'm going to have to rotate this 180 degrees. Bring it over here. Just frame on it so you can see it a bit better. And I'm going to grab this vertex here and snap it there. And now another block of road. I'm going to rotate this 90 degrees. And I'm going to grab the vertex here and connect it there. And then another intersection 3, which I will have to rotate by 90 degrees. And then I can grab this vertex here. Well, I'll grab that one there. Easier to connect. I'm just going to click on this piece of road here, and I'm just going to duplicate it. And then I'm going to move it over here and grab this vertex and snap it there. And I'm going to select this one here, and I'm going to duplicate it. And I'm going to drag it up here and just grab that vertex there and snap it there. Try to make sure you don't snap them to the water. Again, I'm using the scroll wheel. Now that one looks like it might be snapped to the water. Let me just frame on that. No, that looks fine. Grab an intersection 4 and bring that right up here. And again, grab the vertex and snap it in. And this one is not quite right. Grab the vertex and snap it there. Something's not lined up. Just trying to figure out what. I think it's this piece here. There we go. That's the problem child. All right, grab that vertex. Snap it there. And then this is going to be out of alignment a little bit. And now this one can go back where it was. So that's all of our roads. I'm just going to extend them out in these directions. So I'm going to take that one and I'm going to duplicate it and connect it off here. And take that one and duplicate it. And put it back there. Frame with F. And then I'm going to grab the vertex, connect it here. I'm going to duplicate the seawall a couple of times. So edit, duplicate. I'm going to move that back there. I'm going to frame again and grab the vertex, connect it. I'm going to duplicate it one more time. Frame on it and then grab the vertex and connect. There we go. And similarly, we would do the same thing with the sidewalks. So let's just grab a sidewalk corner and bring that in. And I'm going to bring that over here. And I'm going to frame on it just to get nice and close to the vertex. I want this bottom vertex here connected with the road here. Yeah, that's perfect. And we have to duplicate this a couple of times for each corner. So let me just do that. Bring that one over here. Frame on it. Grab this vertex. Put it in there. Duplicate that. Move it down to the end over here. Frame on that. And once again, grab the lower vertex down here and duplicate it. And push it down there. Frame with the F key. Option to rotate. Grab this vertex with V and snap it into place. And then we have the block long pieces to connect up the sidewalk. So let's just grab those sidewalk blocks and bring this first one in here. Sorry, I got the water. There we go. And grab that vertex and snap it there. Just make sure it's snapped correctly. And duplicate that. Duplicate. Bring that over here. I'm going to do shift space just to get a bit of a bigger view so I can place this one correctly. And grab this vertex here. Snap it there. I just want to check this one again. I'm going to frame on the small piece of the sidewalk so I can get closer. Now you can see the UV mapping is a little bit messed up. These don't map. You'd have to fix that. I'm not going to worry about that right now. That's good. So the sidewalk is in place and two more pieces of sidewalk and we're done. So let's grab a sidewalk block and let's rotate that 90 degrees. And we're going to bring that in right down here. Let me just frame on this one so I can get this one where I want it. And grab this top vertex here and snap it in there. That looks good. And make a duplicate of this. And this is the last piece to put in place, comes over here. And let me just shift space again to make that bigger. Pan over a bit. I'm going to frame on this one, F to frame. A little bit of scroll wheeling, and then I should be able to get this vertex here and snap it there. All right, so other than a little bit of UV mapping problem, but you can fix that. I'll leave that in your hands. I think we have done it. We have our sidewalks. We have our seawall, our beach, and our roads. There's one more thing I want to do. I want to just organize this mess a bit. So I'm going to create an empty game object and hit return so that I can change its name and call it roads. And grab all these road and sidewalk pieces. So I'm using shift click to do a multiple selection here and drop those in there. I don't want the seawall, so I'm skipping over the seawall. And that looks like all of the roads there. Let's create another one, empty game object, and call it beach. And drag the beach bits in. And with that, I'm going to just position this back to the center, and I'm going to end this video on creating roads and sidewalks, and we can finish making our city block by putting in the buildings.